Hi, welcome back. So next topic is file in Unix. So in Unix there are different type of files. So first one is, what is ordinary file? Ordinary files are regular files. Let's say XLX, PDF, text files, jar file. Identification of ordinary files is simple dash. Next file is directories. So directories are also kind of files which are containing different directories or files into it. The symbol of identification of directories are D. Next files are socket files. So socket and pipe files are used for inter-process communication. So main difference between sockets and pipe files are, socket files are for bidirectional communication. Pipe files are for unidirectional communication only. Next file is symbolic links. So these type of files are having reference of different other files or directories. Next file name called block and character. So these block and character files are used for streaming the data. Now let's continue with the files only. Let's understand the structure and the details about a file in Unix. So if you will do ls-lrt command, you will receive an output in this format. You will have one long string which is giving you details about file. Let's understand this string. I have broken this string into different columns. So first column is giving information about permission mode. The next column is giving information about number of hard links inside the file. Number 3 column is giving information about owner, who is owning this file. The next column is giving the owner group, to which group the file is associated. The next column is giving the size of the file. So default size is in bytes. The next column is giving the modification date and time. The last column is giving the name of the file. Let's talk these different columns individually. First one is permission mode. What is permission for the file? So the permissions are the accessibility scope for any files. Let's understand this. Total 10 bits are available for this information, and divided into 4 parts. First bit is always saying about type of file. The next 3 bits are stating the information or the permission to its owner. The next 3 bits are telling us about the permission to its group. The last 3 bits are saying about permissions to other users. And now, what is R, W and dash and X? So these are permissions identifiers. So R stands for read permission, W stands for write permission, X stands for execute permission. How to change the permission of a file? I have used the previous image which is telling about all 10 bits. Unix has given decimal codes to it all access modes. 4 is given to R, 2 is given to W, X is given as 1. But how Unix has assigned these decimal codes to access modes? Let's understand that. See, look at the table. There are 3 columns in the table. First column is saying the access modes. Second column is saying about the binary code of those access mode. And third column is saying the decimal code. Okay, let's understand the first row. there are 3 dash, which means there is no permission assigned. So all binary bits are 0. Let's look at the second row. The permission code says dash dash x, and the related binary is 001, and the decimal related to the binary is 1. The next code is for dash w dash, which means this is for write permission. Those related binary will be 010, decimal as 2. In the similar fashion, the last row is saying rwx, which means file have read, write and execute permission, and the related binary code is 111, and the decimal code for the related permission is 7. Let's take an example to understand it. Let's suppose for a file name.txt we need to assign permission. Okay, so first permission we need to assign to owner, and the permission is read, write and execute. The second permission we need to assign to group, the permission will be read and execute. Third permission we need to assign for others, and this permission will be read only. So how we will assign it? Let's talk about the first permission. So the first permission will be for owner. If you look at the image, the first byte is for type of file, which we are ignoring, we don't have to assign. Next 3 bits are for owner permission, so we need to assign read, write and execute permission to it. So how we will do it? We will identify the decimal code. If you look at the right side, the R access mode is having decimal as 4, W access mode is having decimal as 2, and executor is having access permission as 1. Okay, so related result will be 4 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 7. And let's talk about the second point. We need to assign read and execute to a group. So how we will assign? If you look at the image above, the group permission is the third one, so we need to give read and edit. So r dash e or r dash x, I have replaced it with e just for your understanding. Next decimal will be related to that permission is r stands for 4, dash is nothing, and e stands for 1, e as x. So decimal result will be 5, 4 plus 1. The next permission is for others, and that is we need to assign as read only. So the result is r dash dash, related decimal will be 4 dash dash, and the result will be 4 plus 0 is equal to 4. So the result we received is 754. Let's use the command to change the permission. Let's use the command chmod followed by the result code and file name. Once we run that command, updated permissions has reflected. If you see, the first bit is dash, which means this is ordinary files. The next 3 bits are for read, write and execute permission. Next 3 bits are for read dash x, which means read and execute permissions. Next 3 bits are read only permission.